So now let's go deep into the key point today, CCIE EI version 1.1 lab new requirement. Okay, so this part is very important for you to take the exam. Okay, so to get CCIE lab version 1.1 demo, okay, you can contact our admin to get the latest demo. Okay. So let me show the CCIE version 1.1 lab new requirement to you. Okay, so if you want to get the 100% real CCIE lab parsing tips and study material, 100% real IT exam demos, IT exam latest news, updated exam tips and the community support. So just scan the QR code to join the group for more study guides. Okay, so if you want the latest demo and if you want other IT demos, you can scan this QR to get the latest material. Okay, so what I want to share with you today is the topic that everyone is most concerned about, EI Lab new version. Okay, so we can see that this topology is the EI Lab version 1.1. It is not much different from the old version. Okay, I want to know your situation before. So have you took an exam about version 1.0? Okay, have you took an exam in 2023 for about version 1.0? Okay, if you took an exam about the version 1.0, you can reply. You can reply one in the comment. Okay, so let's know your situation. Okay, so if you didn't took the exam about this version, you can reply 0. Okay, so have you took the exam about the version 1.1? Okay, so have you took the exam about the version 1.0? Version 1.0. Okay, so if you didn't, you have took the exam about the version 1.0. Okay, so I will know your situation later. Okay, so okay, so if you have took the exam about the version 1.0, so it's very benefit for you to took the new version. Okay, so I want to know this friend. So you just told our tutor can't help you. So have you booked the exam? Okay, can you told me? Okay, so let me briefly show the topology about the new version. So the new version topology is not much different from the old version, except the old topology use the V edge, but the new version use the C edge. Okay. So let's briefly look at some of the requirements of EI Lab. So you can see this is the HQ category, and this about the DC, IaaS, and these are branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, and branch 4, SP1 and SP2. So you can see this is the complete routing and switching module, which require us to accurately ensure that the phenomena of each requirement can occur normally. So let's see the new requirement about the new version. So can you tell me, so what time you will took the exam? Okay, so you told me what time you have book. Okay, so let me show the requirement first. So you can see this is HQ category. This is branch 3. So you can see HQ and the branch 3. This is branch 3. So in this, the main technical point involved are VLAN. So in this part, you just configure VLANs and the forwarding are configured on all switches and the switch port according to this forwarding table. So we just need to configure access and the trunk in this part. So this part is very simple. We only need to configure VLANs according to the requirement. Let's see the next part about the Layer 2 technology in HQ. So let's take a look at EI lab requirement in this part. Ensure that the Ether channel links are configured on the switch at headquarter HQ according to forwarding table. So we need to configure the Ether channel and use this protocol to achieve. So the protocol must support a separate instance for each VLAN, and the protocol must support only 3 possible states. All access port must immediately translation to a forwarding state on link up, and they must still participate STP. Okay, so this part related to STP. So which STP we need to configure? Okay, so switch 101 must be a root bridge for VLAN, for this VLAN, and switch 102 be a secondary. So we need to use the lower possible priority values to achieve this. Okay, so this part not only about the Ether channel, but also we need to configure STP. So which STP we need? STP, RSTP, or MSTP, or PVST. Okay. And the switch 101 and 102 must ignore superior BPDU for the other switches at the headquarters. While superior BPDU are received, traffic mustn't be forward on the receiving port. So we need to configure guard route. Okay, guard route. And we also need to configure the port fast in this section. Okay. Okay, so this part is mainly about the Ether channel and the STP. So can you know the answer about STP types? Okay, so let's see the next part. The third part is about first hop redundancy protocol in HQ. So for IPv4, we need to implement FHRP on switch 101, and 102 for VLANs, for these two VLAN, VLAN 2000 and 2001. So this subnet and the gateway and the DHCP server. Okay, so let's see the requirement in detail. Use a protocol that sends hello message by using a multicast address of this and support up to the 4096 group. So which protocol belong this? VRRP or HSRP or GLBP. Okay, so which protocol belong this? Can you know the answer? Okay, can you know the answer about this? HSRP, VRRP, or GLBP. Okay, so group member for each VLAN must match the respective VLAN ID. Switch 101 V1.1 must be active and have priority of 10 above the default. Okay, so the default priority is 100. Okay, 100. Okay, so switch 102 must be standby and have the default priority. Both first hop gateway switches must transition to an active if their priority becomes superior. Both first hop gateway switches must generate ARP for VLAN by using the MAC address of their respective interface. TCP requests received by both first hop gateway switches must have the circuit identifier added automatically to a message. Okay. So can you know the answer? HSRP, VRP or GLBP? Okay, so these are about our first hop redundancy protocol in HQ. Okay, so let's continue to show the next part about the intra-site routing. Okay, I will know your situation. I will know your situation later. Okay, if you have booked the exam in June 11, I will help you. Okay, so let's see the next part about this. So you can see these are about the DC and the HQ and the DC category. So we need to ensure that OSPF is configured for IPv4 intra-site routing between all layer 3 non-SD1 router at headquarters and the DC center according to forwarding requirement. All the OSPF neighbor in the DC and the HQ must be fully established. So we need to configure the OSPF between DC and the HQ. Okay. And the OSPF must be enabled on all interface except for the following. Okay, so in this part, you need to note that if the configuration is correct, but the OSPF neighbor isn't established successfully, try to close the interface and open it again. It may be a bug about this category. Okay, so you don't worry about it. I will help your situation. So, who plan? Okay, so if you want to plan exam in CCIE in July, okay. So do you want to plan the exam in July? In July, SPOTO has many students to take the exam. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so this part is about the branch 3. Branch 3 is configured with the IGP to enable route propagation from the LAN into one. So the solution must meet the following requirement. Branch 3 must be use an EIGRP. This branch use the EIGRP name mode by using a process name CCIE and this AS number is 65006. Okay, Brand 3 must use the EIGRP MD5 authentication. So we need to use the EIGRP authentication for all lane-facing peering. And this is the key chain. And all subnet must be advertised to EIGRP. Don't use redistribution. Use a single command to advertise all subnet. Okay. And let's see the next part about the MPLS underlay. So this is the SP1 category. So we need to configure SP1 to meet the following requirement. We need to verify OSPF. So the underlay use the OSPF protocol is configured on this router. Router 1, router 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And neighborship are found on all the internal facing links of global service provider 1. And we also need to ensure that label switching MPLS LDP is configured for the SPOTO for the service provider 1. All router must be used loopback 0 as the LDP router ID, and there must be no type 2 LSA in any of the router LSDB. So, do you know what we need to configure? No type 2 LSA in this category. The LSA in service provider 1 mustn't contain information about any traced links. Okay. So can you know the answer about this? Okay, so from this module, the difficulty of EI lab is gradually increases, but it's simple. Learn the old version. Okay, so this part. Let's continue to show the MPLS overlay. So we need to configure router 3, 4, 5, 6 are provider edge. So these are PE router. These are PE router. The PE router must exchange VPN v4 route with each other without using a route reflector. So we can't use the route reflector in this category. So this means that BGP neighbors need to be established with each other. And the PE router must import and export all originating router to a VRF routing table. So the PE, so we need to know the PE need to import and export all route into the VRF. So we need to corresponding the RT. Route target need to be configured on the PE. And router 3 must have 5 active BGP peers. Ensure that router 1 and router 2 are P router. Okay, so ensure BGP session using the password. So we need to configure BGP authentication about the password. Okay, so these are the requirement of the routing and the switching. So you know it's very simple than the old version. So, but if you want to know more completed a requirement about the routing and switching, you can contact our admin to get the completed demo. Okay, so if you want to get the latest demo about version 1.1, so please type a lab demo in the comment room. So how many of you want to get a updated demo? Okay, so if you want to get a latest demo, you can You can type a lab demo in the comment. Okay, so how many of you want to get a latest demo? I know many of our friends want to know the CCIE lab demo, so you can join the group and contact our admin to get free demo. Okay, so we have talked lots about the EI exam topics and the techniques on preparing for the CCIE lab. I think you must wonder how to pass the CCIE EI lab exam in less time. So if you want boost salary, it is the best time to choose the SPOTO CCIE lab package, which can help you pass in 3 months. So now let me tell you the passing secret with SPOTO step by step and our EI lab service package. Okay, so first, EI lab has 2 modules during including design and DOO. Design is very simple for SPOTO students because we have complete information to provide students. So this part is very simple for our students. We mainly talk about the DOO. So SPOTO has clear practice standard for students. For example, it is recommended to complete DOO within 3.5 hours. But in our new version, we need to complete DOO within 3 hours. So before recommending students to take the exam. So, for example, routing, switching, and SDN each need to be complete within 1 hour. And secondly, the REG practice environment we provide for everyone is very sufficient. You can flexibly arrange your spare time to practice through the cloud. The most important thing is that our practice environment is basically the same as the examination room, so you don't worry about your practical difficulties. Our practice environment will separate routing, switching, and SDN programming, and finally we'll have this fusion experiment. What you see is the routing, switching, and the SDN programming. So you will get a unique routing and switching reg practice permission. And when you complete the practice, we will help verify your overall practice quality, and we will tell you where there are deficiencies to improve. So this is the SDN, which is 99% identical to test room. So you can play your own practice time, and adapt to the test room environment for practice in advance. And when you meet the exam standards, we will help review your practice process to ensure the quality of your practice. Okay, so here I would like to briefly introduce our service process and what you can get if you choose CCIE lab training course. First of all, we provide one-to-one service at a VIP level, distribute lab solution. All study material that are the same as the exam content. We provide reg access. The reg includes iOS and the configuration. So if you encounter any problems, we will help you. So we will provide the sprint plan for you, matters needing attention in the exam. So we will make sure you pass the CCIE in one time in the exam. So you can see here is the CCIE lab service package, and you can take a look at it. We provide 3 months service time, so you will have enough time to practice. And it's including material, workbook and solution, and reg, routing, switching, and SDN. So you need to note you need to note we have 100 hours about the SDN, but I know in other vendor they only has 60 hours, and we also will provide virtual rack for you to practice routing and switching, but other vendor will require you to install EVE-NG, so it will consume your local computer. But in SPOTO, no, you don't consume your local computer, and no limit about the routing and switching. Okay, and we also will share the latest exam feedback from our SPOTO students. Okay. So it's very benefit for you to achieve the CCIE exam from in SPOTO. Okay, so this is our study plan for everyone to pass the CCIE iLab exam at one time. So you need to learn routing and switching about 3 or 4 weeks, and 1 month about the SDN. So you can practice routing and switching from SPOTO racks. No need to consume your local computer, practice anytime, anywhere. So if you have complete, we will help you to verify your quality. And after confirming that you meet the latest standard, you will enter the SDN stage. And the second, we will learn the SDN solution and the rack and we will provide rack permission, and we will check your quality. So programming is the same. And the last is design. Design is very simple. It's just about the choice. Okay. Okay, so I must emphasize to you. So our tutor won't told they can't help you. So I will know your situation later. So you don't worry about it. So you can trust me. So if you can follow our tutor standards, we must help you to pass the CCIE exam. But if your quality is not good, we can't advise you to take the exam. Okay, so you don't worry about it, and we must ensure that you have good quality about the practice, and you can follow our tutors arrangement. Okay, so I will know situation later. So everyone, you don't worry about our quality. Okay, so let me continue to share about the preparation tips for CCIE. So you need to you need to know the lab requirement and the provisioning, and understand the provisioning requirement for each device. Second, practice the lab content in module. Analyze the routing data clearly. So identify weak points through module exercise, summarize the fault and the problems you encounter, share your troubleshooting idea with your tutor. So completely practice the lab version without referring to a solution to improve proficiency and accuracy. So last, you need to contact tutor for periodic quality inspection to verify your own shortcomings and consolidate them. Communicate with tutor and be able to follow the tutor's test preparation suggestion. Okay, so you can see these are feedback from other candidates. So you can see our solution is very stable. It's matched exactly. The design and DOO are the same. So all the questions are the same. So solution is stable. So you can see our friend will, if you choose SPOTO, you will appreciate our tutor. So if you want to get a CCIE, we will help you, and we will be strict with you. We will be strict with you. So we already have students pass the CCIE EI lab exam. Okay, so we use professionalism and the service to win the trust of our customer. Okay, so if you want to boost salary and build a brand new career, so it is the best time to choose the SPOTO CCIE lab package. So